Let's talk. Let's talk.
Respected judges, distinguished faculty members, and my elders and my dear friends, a very good morning to you all. I'm Mohammad Sanaullah Farhan from IIMC. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank the Sujana Foundation for providing the youth with such a good opportunity to express their views and to take part in the nation building process. As the topic itself says, role of youth in nation building. When you just hear this topic, you find it a very commonplace thing. But when you look at it with a wider and deeper perspective, you find that this particular thing has a very deeper potential. As people say, the youth are the young and energetic mass in a country. As many people say, the youth are the young blood of the nation. They should be molded and nurtured in a very useful way so that the nation benefits from it. I would like to quote George Bernard Shaw, who said at the beginning that the guidance, the experience, and the spiritual guidance of elders, when combined with the enthusiasm, with the passion, and the strength of the youth, if these two things are combined together, any big barrier will look like a small dust particle. So when you see that the youth are so skilled and so energetic and young, so you have to see that they are molded and nurtured in a very good way. And it is estimated that by 2040, more than 70% of India's population will be between the age group of 20 to 40 years. And when you say that what role the youth should play in nation building, one should not narrow their view that youth should take part only in politics. Role of youth not only is confined towards politics, other sectors such as social service, hospitals, education, other things also. So when you think this, you have to broader your consensus, and complexly you have to think about these things. And when Bhagat Singh said कि गंगा का पानी पिया है, इस मिट्टी पर जन्म लिया है, माँ का दूध पिया है, भारत की हवा को लेकर मैं जिया है, तो इस मुल्क का कर्ज चुकाना पड़ेगा मुझे. That was the marks when he said before going for his execution. So when he said is mulk ka qarz chukana hai, so that was the thing which he contributed in his way. So we today also have to contribute, and we have to broaden our own perspective. What excellent qualities, capabilities we have, we should play our role. We should not think that the youth do not have a particular perspective, that youth means only in politics or in specific field. You have to think whichever field you can contribute to the nation in this nation building. You took birth on this planet, on this land. You drank the water. You, as he said, Bhagat Singh, that you breathed this air. So you have to contribute your own part to this nation. You have to see that your contribution, whatever it may be, a drop in the ocean, it should make a value. That is the point, that the youth should broaden the consensus, and they should play a very important role. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, respected judges and all the faculty members of IAMC and my dear friends. So I would like to thank the Sujana Group for providing such an opportunity and providing such a platform to express our views. And then myself, I am Shashidhar, and I am from BCom Honors third year. So whenever I announce that I am from Indian Institute of Management and Commerce, I feel very proud. So I would like to thank our principal for placing our college in such a position. And coming to the topic, role of youth in national building. So what does this mean? So whenever I used to participate in any of the essay writing competitions, the topic used to be role of youth. So I would used to put on pages and pages that what youth should do. I would be thinking at that time, so what youth might be doing. And this is the age I have attained the youth. And now I came to know that youth is the spark that requires no ignition. And youth is the clay that can be molded in either way one wants. And this is the reason, and in my belief, this is the only reason that they are making use of this youth. And they are using both exploiting and versus utilizing the youth, both for the destruction and construction of nation. So coming to the reason, what is the nation building process? So a building would be strong only when the foundations are good. So the foundation, the age group, it is the youth, the 15 to 30. India is the second largest country, and the major population is of age group 15 to 30. Only when the foundation is good, that means the youth, the age group between 15 to 30, only when they actively participate, only when they have good ideals, only then the building can strong well, and only then the nation can be advanced. And coming to the nation building process, what's this process? So the nation should be built economically, politically, technologically, scientifically, and in all aspects. So our youth is taking part in all the aspects, and they are readily fighting for the building the nation. So we can see many of the articles in the newspapers. Some of them have been establishing a new kind of education institution for eradicating illiteracy, and a new thought for removing employment, for providing employment opportunities. So coming to what the role this youth have to play. So coming to the role that the youth have to play, the first thing is they have to put in their ideals. They have to put in their new thoughts. What the old experience cannot do, it is only the young blood that can achieve. And this has been proved in many aspects. We can have so many examples. We can have our freedom fighters who have fought in their small age. So coming to this, I can strongly say that the youth is actively taking part, and it is socially responsible, and it is taking part, and it wants to see the India in the developed status, and they are using their skills potentially to place India one among the developed countries. So finally, I would like to conclude that a country, it is respected not for its wealth or monuments or buildings. It is a value-driven society. It can be created only and it is the only hallmark, a value-driven society. So how this can be created? It is only through the education process a value-driven society can be created. And when the education is good, the youth can be good and it can be better. And when the education and when the youth is good, as I have said, it is the foundation for the nation building process. Only when this good, the nation can be built, and we can see India in a few years among the place of the developed nations. Thank you.
A very good morning, everyone. This is Khushbu Vijayvargi, pursuing honors final year. Well, we all have spoken a lot about youth. What are we? We are the youth. We've heard everything, but then do we really implement it, or just we are gonna leave it in this hall and go? My friends, our actions speak louder than our words. It's time for all of us to wake up. A philosopher once said, if there is any place on this earth where the dreams of man have found home, it is India. Why is it? Because we Indians have the capacity to dream big and yes, fulfill our dreams. Talking about the past, we've had great people like Prithviraj Chauhan, Chandragupta Maurya, who've done great things at an early age. Even in our today, that is in the present, we had Kalpana Chawla, Abhinav Bindra, MS Dhoni, and many others. Forget about these people, but we have little kids showcasing their talent on various reality shows. India's Got Talent, DID. Even after having so much demographic dividend, why is it that our country is still a developing country and not a developed nation? Well, one of the main reasons for this is brain drain. Yes, our Indians have brains, but then they're rendering their services to foreign countries. They enjoy the facilities, luxuries which they're getting over there. But why are they forgetting that this is the motherland? If they serve the motherland, tomorrow our motherland will not be less than US or UK. This is not so correct that the youth should completely take over the politics, because yes, they are experienced than us, but we've got more creativity in our blood because we've got better educational facilities. We've got innovation. Let us use our creativity for giving them fresh ideas so that yes, our India can be where APJ Abdul Kalam wants it to be in 2020, the vision which he has for India. The days are gone when people used to say, do or die. We are the youth. We should understand that we have to do it before we die. Otherwise, there's no use of us coming on this land. Well, at the last, I'd only say we've got a lot from our country. Respect. We've got so many histories created by our country, and now it's time for us to pay it back through our services. Thank you.
Great. Are you all enjoying? Before I really start my session, I would like to thank my good friend Mr. Raghavir, who is your principal, for just with a 2 days notice, he could arrange all of this. Request everybody to appreciate. Thank you very much, Raghavir. Friends are always friends. You can trust upon them. You are a very good friend. I would like to recognize the presence of few individuals who are sitting here. When I take out their name, they will raise so that you will recognize their presence with the big round of applause. I have a very renowned personality here, a great writer and a very good speaker and a leader par excellence, Mr. Prayaga Ramakrishna Garu, who is here. Please put your hands together and welcome him. You know about Maha TV, Maha News, and Maha News along with Yplus channel. We have CEO of Maha News and Yplus channel, Mr. Nagesh Garu here. Put your hands together and appreciate them. So others, you know, we have introduced Mr. Narasimha Rao, Mrs. Suhasini, and then Subhashini Garu, and then Parakal Prabhakar Garu is going to. I would like to introduce my better half, who is a renowned television personality and is the backbone of this project, Saraswati here. Well, let's all forget for a while that I'm an actor, I'm an accountant, or whatever is this. Let's all forget for a while that he is a principal and he is a speaker. Let's all forget for a while I am a BCom honors student or somebody else. Let's all forget for a while that I am a grown-up individual. All of us just think that we are LKG students. Are you all with me? Yes. Do you agree that you are LKG student? Yes. When I say you are LKG students, I will become LKG teacher. When I say I am LKG teacher, I would like to ask you a few questions. A for? Lovely kids, really. Wonderful kids. You have not forgotten the basics. Okay, let's take it forward. A for? B for? C for? D for? E for? F for fox, G for gun, H for N, I for inkpot. We are not using inkpot. Still you say. The moment I say A for apple, B for boy, C for cat, D for dog, E for... How long will you do this? If somebody says and questions the topic that my grandfather spoke about this topic, somebody says my father spoke about this topic, and somebody says I am also speaking about this topic, till you say A for apple, B for boy, C for cat, D for donkey, we keep on giving this syllabus to you. We keep on giving this syllabus to you. A change has to come. A change has to come. The moment you say A for apple, I say A for apple, B for bada apple, C for chota apple, D for dusra apple, E for ever the apple, F for free ga vachina apple, G for gammatain apple, H for hamara apple, I for inda teesko apple, J for jivoko apple, K for kattilant apple, L for lovely apple, L for lovely apple, M for motherwine apple, N for నీకోసం apple, O for ఒకే ఒక్క apple, P for పసందైన apple, Q for quality apple, R for రుచికరమైన apple, F for सबसे अच्छा apple, T for తిగనైన apple, U for ఊరించే apple, V for very tasty apple, W for వారేవా apple, X for excellent apple, Y for your doctor apple, Z for జబర్దస్త్ జర తినబోయే apple. Till the moment we just say control C and control V, and then we are duplicating what we were doing, the growth is not there. The change is not there. We are caught in the trap of monotony, and we are doing the same thing what we were doing over the years. Still you talk on the role of youth. Still youth wakes up. We give this topic to you. You got the point? Fine. When I'm saying, the moment I say A for apple, B for Bale apple, C for Chota apple, or A for Amitabh Bachchan, B for Bhumika, C for Chiranjeevi, the moment I start thinking something else, my right brain starts opening up. What is your left brain? Left brain is a transactional oriented brain. I keep on cycling, I keep on driving, but my mind is somewhere else. But still, I safely race to my destination. There is no problem, but I reach to the destination. But whereas my right brain my right brain thinks differently. In the sense, if you want to construct a house, where will you go? To the architect or to the mestri? We go to the architect first. Architect draws a blueprint. Artist gives us a blueprint. Then the unpad, the uneducated, the person who has left his education at the age of 4 or 5, the mestri takes over and delivers the dream or the painting a picture of the architect, and then he does the same thing. Your right brain is your architect. Your left brain is your mestri. We don't need mestris today. Our country need the architects today. That is the reason Yplus channel, Sujana Foundation, Junior Chamber International initiated this great thing called Let's Talk. Sri said, కొంతమంది కుర్రవాళ్ళు పుట్టుకతో వృద్ధులు, పేర్లకి పుకార్లకి పకీర్లకి నిబద్ధులు, మరి కొంతమంది కుర్రవాళ్ళు ముందు తరం దూతలు, భావన నవజీవన బృందావన నిర్మాతలు. Certain of us are passive, selfish, self-centered, not able to come out of the shell and then talk properly, not able to come out of a movement and then talk. We are created, we have been governed, we have been surrounded, we have been monitored by a word called negativism. Oh my God, it happens all the time for me. I don't know. నేను చేయి పెట్టగానే బస్ టికెట్లు అయిపోతాయి, నేను టీవీ పెట్టగానే కరెంటు పోతుంది. ద మూమెంట్ ఐ టేక్ అవుట్ మై బ్రెయిన్, టైర్ పంచర్. నా కర్మ, నేనింతే. ఆ నెగటివిటీ ఎంత స్ట్రాంగ్గా ఉంటుందంటే వీఆర్ నాట్ ఏబుల్ టు బికమ్ యాక్టివ్. Don't be passive, be active. Life is full of brightness. Life is full of beautiful horizons ahead. Life is a rainbow which you can take. That is the reason if you see at our logo, Mr. Prabhakar has created a rainbow behind that. Because better tomorrow, better sunshine. Are you all ready? Yes. I'm going to spend some time on only talking about you. You. You can make a difference because one can make a difference. There can be 100 crores of people living in this country. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 7 zeros after, or 9 zeros after 1. 100 crores of people are living. If I close that one number, what is the value of it? It is 0. That one is you. If you are good, automatically the society is good. If you are bright, the society is bright. So I'm going to talk only about you, nothing else. I'm not interested in me because I'm a passing cloud. I'm not interested in me because I'm a sunset. I'm not interested in me because mine is a history. But I'm interested in you because you are a sunrise. You are a sunrise. You are a tomorrow of this country. You are a nation of this country. You are the future of this country. Yes, Saraswati, next. One can make the difference. One can make the difference. All of us are thinking, నేను ఒక్కడే కదా మా ఎకేలా ఉన్నా, how does it make a difference? నేను ఒక్కడే కదా నా వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది? What is it in case I don't go to class? What is it in case I don't go for voting? What is it in case I don't participate? What is in case one? ఏం తేడా వస్తుంది నేను రాకపోతే? But I am saying, you are the differentiator. You can make a difference. You are the key person. You can make a difference. You are a key decision maker. You can make a difference because you are the one who is number one. You are the one who is number one. Next. Look at this. One person made the difference. When the entire country was militant, revolutionist against the British rule, this man believed non-violence is the tool for me. I can make a difference. Look at this man. Even after celebrating 150th birth anniversary, we still say he is a youth icon. We still get inspiration from him. We quote only Swami Vivekananda. Our hair rises whenever we hear about Vivekananda. He has made all the difference in inspiring the youth. Next. Look at this man, Nelson Mandela, being in prison for so many days, being in the only black advocate who has practiced, being the person who came out and then who has discriminated the racial, who has eradicated the racial discrimination in South Africa, went on to win the Nobel Prize, went on to become #1 position of South Africa, saying, I can make a difference, I can make a difference. Next. Look at this great lady, Mother Teresa, who joined the career, who started the career like a school teacher, later and thought service to humanity is the best work of life. I can make a difference in the field of service. Next. Look at this great, my role model, my icon, the greatest person I have ever met in my life, NTR. The greatest person in the sense, not because he was a matinee idol, not because he has acted in more than 300 films, not just because he has done something else in for the glamour world, but because he thought of paying back to the society. He came out of when he was in the top position. He came out of the films and then started a political party. A political party which has eroded, which has evaluated, which has increased the pride of Telugus. He said, Telugu Desam, Ra, Pilustondi Kadalra. And he was the first person who has introduced many welfare schemes. He is the first person to travel across Andhra Pradesh. He is the first politician who have traveled across Andhra Pradesh, every village, and touched the hearts of all those people who loved him. He is the first person who kept his election promises. He is the first person who has given so much welfare schemes for the world. He is the first person who has united the opposition and said opposition can be united. And then it is not just one rule, it can be plenty of parties ruling. First ever regional party in pride yesterday, today, and to be in pride tomorrow. Telugu Desam party is started by great NTR, made a difference to the state and to the political scenario of this country. Greatest person, Abdul Kalam. Born in a fisherman family down in the south, but still made a difference by motivating everyone. He is a role model for almost every alternate youth today in the country, saying that Abdul Kalam is the role model. He never behaved like a politician. He never being in president's post. He never behaved. Still, I understand he uses a private car for private functions, even today, as the ex-president of this country. Put your hands together and appreciate to this great man, Abdul Kalam. When we are talking about why world can be inspiration to the youth, look at this man, one soul, just started and said, raised his voice and said, yes, I am against corruption. Anna Hazare today, inspirational to all of us. How many youth have come onto the streets and then said, he is the best person here. Next. Bill Gates, IT revolution తీసుకొచ్చినతను కదా. అప్పటిదాకా ఉన్నవాళ్ళు అందరూ మన ప్రపంచాన్ని ఏదో ఇట్లా చేస్తే he has linked the whole world. ప్రపంచాన్ని మొత్తం కలిపిన తను బిల్ గేట్స్. They say many engineers who have passed out are employees of Microsoft, and a school dropout, Bill Gates, is the owner of Microsoft. So it's only your thinking that matters the most. మనం ఎలా ఆలోచిస్తే అలా అవుతుంది. So just don't worry that you are not engineering students. Just don't worry that I am not particularly this student or that student. Please do take care of your own stocks. ప్రతి మధ్యలో ఉన్న కోర్ కాంపిటెన్స్ చూస్తే మనం కూడా బిల్ గేట్ అవ్వచ్చు. Look at my another role model, Chandrababu Naidu, the leader. He has given a new definition to the politician, saying that politicians can be academicians, politicians can be bureaucrats, politicians can be chief executives of the state, politicians can be better leaders. Kada? Better leader, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. Sachin Tendulkar, you know about him. Put your hands together and appreciate Sachin Tendulkar. Next. He made a difference to the world of cricket. A.R. Rahman brought Oscars to us. All of us love to be his fans. Next. Steve Jobs, the one who has created Apple. iPods, iPads, Apple. Who thought that దాన్ని తీసుకొచ్చి ఒక కంప్యూటర్కి యాపిల్ అని పేరు పెడితే మనం ఏమనుకుంటాం, యాపిల్ ఏంటండి, తినేది కదండి యాపిల్, కంప్యూటర్ పెట్టారండి. బట్ హీ హెస్ క్రియేటెడ్. Name does not matter. Whether your name is Radha or Subbulakshmi, it does not matter. The main is that how do you promote yourself? How do you brand yourself? How do you take your life forward? Do matters. Next. Indra Nooyi, the Iron Woman of Pepsi. You know, how many of you know Indra Nooyi? She is the chairperson. How many of you want to become Indra Nooyi's? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Very good. Meaning you want to become successful entrepreneurs. You want to just not get your employment. You want to provide employment. రజనీకాంత్, నానా పందులే గుంపులుగా వస్తాయి, సింహం ఎప్పుడు సింగిల్గా వస్తుంది. We know Rajinikanth is 65 years old. We know Rajinikanth wears a wig. We know Rajinikanth cannot dance well. We know Rajinikanth is bald. We know Rajinikanth is slim. We know Rajinikanth has got very big lips. But we also know Rajinikanth is the stylish actor, created waves for his action. Look at this young lady, Saina Nehwal. From a small position, she rose and to the level of world number 1 today in badminton. Put your hands together and appreciate Saina Nehwal. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? The best friend for every youth today. Put your hands together and appreciate Mark. Has he not created a Facebook? A old guy like me would not have 4,000 plus young friends like you. Interacting every day. Somebody will say darling, somebody will say grandpa. But still interacting. Nothing to worry about it. Next. Who is this? The pride of India today. Being CEO, HPS, Hyderabad product, Telugu product, Satya Nadandla, being the number 1 today in Microsoft. I'm just saying, the next one could be you. All of you repeat after me. I can make the difference. Yes, you can make the difference because youth means you. You. It is 19th, 20th youth, TH youth. It's an era starting from you. You are going to start, you are going to rock, you are going to show it to the world, the power of youth. You can be a speaker, like Let's Talk. You can be a thinker, like many analysts, many research scholars, somebody like this. You can be a leader, being a leader for leading your own life. Who is a leader? Leader is not for who gives bhashan on the stage. Leader is one who leads his or her life. I am a leader to my life. I am a leader to my family. I am a leader to my business. I am a leader to my own country and the domain in which I am acting. నాకు నేనే నాయకుడిని. నాయకత్వ లక్షణాలు నాతో నాకు ఉండాలి. అండ్ దెన్ డూవర్స్. తెలుసు కదా డూవర్స్ అంటే, కొంతమంది జేబులో చేయబెట్టి బిల్లు నేను కడతా, అరే మై పే కరుంగా, ఐ విల్ పే ద బిల్, వాళ్ళ డూవర్స్. Doer is one who acts on what he says. Doer is one who puts his or her step forward and then says, yes, I have committed to this. I am going to do this. Doer is not one who just talks with the lips. Doer is one who talks from the heart. Not talking, that heart is different. He is immediately, heart అనగానే ఇట్లా చూస్తున్నాడు, ఏ హార్ట్ ఎవరికి చెప్పాను నేను అని చెప్పి. It's a different altogether. Valentine's Day, very closely. Day after tomorrow is Valentine's Day. How many of you are celebrating? I am going to celebrate because my Valentine is right here. I am going to celebrate with her. Plenty of opportunities are around. Plenty of money is around. Plenty of education is around. What we need to do, we should go and then get it. We should go and then get it. Vellatam, techukotam. Grab the opportunity and get it. When I have started the serial movement, do you know? In 1986, I am the first actor, producer, director. A first ever serial made in Telugu. Telugulo తీసిన మొదటి సీరియల్కి నేనే స్టార్ట్ చేశాను. స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు so many people criticized. You are an actor in films. నువ్వు వదిలేసి ఎందుకు వచ్చావురా? You are a chartered accountant. Why did you leave that and come? నీకేం పని లేదా, పాటు లేదా అని అందరూ అన్నారు. కానీ ఈ రోజున అన్న వాళ్ళందరూ నా వెనకాల లైన్లో వచ్చినారు. నేనే ఫస్ట్ వచ్చిన. టోకెన్ నెంబర్ 1 is Pradeep.
Let's talk. Let's talk.